in the item shop, which is something we actually need to get to. The shop actually has some pretty important stuff, so buying out everything is the way to go, and I'll say it now, you need a shit ton of money again. The good part about it though is it's nothing like Budokai item shops, and there isn't RNG or luck based items we have to wait around for, so let's be happy about that. Getting back to the item fusions, it's really the same overall, but the cool fusions I'll show off are the Great Ape Saiyans, which is so fucking cool even though they're just big monkeys. Of course, we also get Garlic Jr., Slug, and his transformation, and even Hirudegarn, which is massive in this game, but just a cool inclusion overall. That's really all I'll show for now, but Tenkaichi 2 really brought out a lot of characters hidden in the shadows, and even some quirky areas of DBZ, so in my eyes, I'll always find it to be the most interesting. I just want to start out the final game right, and the best way to do that right now is to talk about how much this game is worth. I will not tell you how much it costed though. Like, what the fuck, man? I just wanted to play this decade-old game and you throw me this curveball into my wallet? Now, I know what people are gonna say. Why didn't you just emulate it? It's actually a pretty good point. But I still wanted to own the game. Before all this, I actually had to buy every game physically, and beating each one actually saved to a memory card I had for the PS2 felt just a lot more legit in the long run. Either way, was the game worth it? Debatable, but nonetheless, we're still gonna 100% it, so let's start our last journey of DBZ. The main theme for this whole game is more. Everything is more and nothing is less, and I mean that. For the story side of this, it's actually a lot more organized than the rest since everything is actually put into its respective chapters. For example, we of course have the normal story all the way down to the Buu saga, but now we also have what ifs and special stories into their own areas. I'm also going to include the fact that GT and early Dragon Ball is put into the game as its own thing now, which is super cool since this game basically had the entire story of Dragon Ball all in its entirety. So let me mention what each one has since it gets pretty fucking cool. GT now features more baby characters such as Baby Vegeta and also its Great Ape counterpart, which by the way, of course I think it's fucking cool. It just looks like a Super Saiyan ape and feels like something out of a fan-made animation of DBZ. Either way, we also end up getting the base transformation of Omega Shenron and Nova Shenron, which is yet to be mentioned or seen. For early Dragon Ball, Nam is one of the first matchups, and eventually Demon King Piccolo is shown for the first time as well. Even though I didn't grow up with early Dragon Ball, I'm sure something like this, even though sort of small, I'm sure is a big deal for those fans. The Special Saga is just every movie event organized into one saga, so it's not bad, but of course all it is one-off fights with movie characters, so we don't really go too into the stories themselves. After that are the what ifs, which is where it gets pretty crazy. The first fight includes Kid Goku and a rail, who is absolutely crazy to fight, but pretty funny in the long run. After that we see Ader make an appearance, who I don't really know all too much about, but we see him